Hey, what's up guys, Fort Civic here, and today we're going to be talking about Silkland's UBR20 DisplayPort 2.1 cables. First and foremost, this is a sponsored video, my first sponsored video ever. Thank you so much for Silkland for taking a chance on me, but in that same vein, I want to say to all my viewers that I would not promote and talk highly about a product unless I had 100% confidence in it. You guys can trust my opinion, and I would never want to take that away, take away the trust between myself and the viewers. So thankfully, I just want to say that this cable is awesome. I have been using it with my LG GX9, which it's plugged up to right now, and then I've also been using the 6-foot variant on my PG32 UCM. This is the 10-foot one. So first and foremost, I have the cable right here. You can see on the 6-foot variant, it has the 80 VESA certified tag on it. The 10-foot cable does not have that, but it is still capable of doing the advertised speeds that it says it can. And you might be saying, okay, cool, it's a cable, it does what it's supposed to do, good for it. Why are we giving Silkland a pat on the back? Because people be lying. That's why, okay? For some reason, these companies will cheap out on these materials. They'll make these super long cables. They'll sell them for these overpriced prices, and they will not be able to do the advertised speeds that they say they're doing. And it's insane because I know not everybody's going to have an LG GX9. Not everybody's going to have a PG32 UCDM or PG27 UCDM, or even, you know, the LG 4K 165 hertz monitor or whatever, and, you know, DSC and all that stuff is a thing. But a lot of these companies go under the radar. And I can't tell you, during the 3090 and 4090 series graphic cards, the 3000 series and 4000 series graphic cards, I can't tell you how many cables and companies went under the radar of lying about their advertised speeds. When I had my 3090, I ordered so many different HDMI cords. I had to keep returning them because they were not capable of doing 4K 120 hertz. And now we have freaking whopping resolutions and refresh rates like with this, what? 5120 by 2160, 11 million pixels at 165 hertz. What? It's just nuts. And then you also have, you know, 4K 240 hertz refresh rate displays. Later this year, Asus, Gigabyte, and a whole bunch of other monitor makers are supposed to be making 1440p 500 hertz displays. And it's just like so crazy, these resolutions and refresh rate combinations. And it's like so awesome to be able to say with full confidence that I now have cables that are going to be able to do all of those resolution and refresh rates with aplomb, without issue or whatever. The two videos that you saw earlier, or I was going to say earlier this week, but by the time I upload this video, it'll be last week. The videos you saw last week, Oblivion and The Last of Us, were both shot with the Silkland cables. I also did some Expedition 33 gameplay and some Cyberpunk gameplay, some shots of it you might see in this video. That was also taken on this display. And I've also been using my PG32 UCM, and I haven't had issues. And as I said at the beginning, it's so simple. They should just be able to do their advertised speeds. But it's so nice with my 5090 Astro, I'm actually pushing the full bandwidth basically of these cables. Now, I don't have UBR20 capable displays. It is only using the UBR 13.5, but I haven't had any blackout issues. I haven't had any handshake issues or whatever. I have even used the UBR 13.5 mode with the DisplayPort 2.1 mode on the monitor. Currently right now with the NVIDIA drivers, there's an issue where sometimes when you like log in or whatever, there's blackouts and stuff on the monitor. That has nothing to do with the cable. I used my old cable. I used the LG cable. It was the same issue that came up. That was NVIDIA drivers, nothing to the cable. But I even tried it in games or whatever. No handshake issues, no blackouts of the monitors. It just does a phenomenal job. And I don't know. I keep saying it over and over again. It's so simple. These cables should just be able to do the advertised speeds that they say they can do without blackouts or without flickering and all the different stuff. And it's just so good to be able to say with 100% confidence that these cables do just that. So this is the Fort Civic stamp of approval for the Silkland cables. I've seen these spoken about on, as I said, Hardware Box did a video on it earlier this year. I've seen them talking about it on YouTube, in the Reddit thread with the LG GX9 when people were complaining about their cables being too short, or the LG cable was giving them blackout issues or whatever. Everybody was recommending Silkland. And after getting my hands on it and using it for a week, I could say yeah, this is the cable for you if you need a cable for a ridiculously high-end display like myself. Now, saying that, really appreciate you guys for watching this video. Thank you so much again to Silkland for sending out a cable for me to review. And with saying that, I hope you guys have a great day.